Following developing news tonight in Lancaster, where pop star Aaron Carter has died at the age of 34.
The troubled performer grew up in the limelight, but he was in and out of rehab several times in his short life.
Because I think the mental illness he has and the addiction he had, I think was controlling his life. But Aaron also was a very lonely person in his mind. He had friends, he had family, but I think he's the type of a guy, he wants to be surrounded with family. Blood-related family. He loved his son, he loved kids. And in a point he said, "Can you be the godfather of my son?" I said, "Of course I would be the godfather." But I think he was giving too much, but he was very lonely in his own mind.
You could regret never getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old. I'm sorry. Sorry the way that I look. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts so bad because there's nothing I can...
Hollywood is in disarray once more, but this time the allegations target the deepest recesses of the business. Explosive allegations are emerging as 50 Cent intensifies his attack on Sean Diddy Combs, raising the possibility that Diddy is linked to Aaron Carter's tragic death. Aaron was once a teenage sensation and the younger brother of Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys. However, his celebrity concealed a turbulent life. His unexpected death in a bathtub in 2022 at the age of 34 shocked everyone. These unsettling new allegations now raise the possibility that his demise was more complicated and that the reality is much more repulsive than anyone had thought.
Fiancée Melanie Martin, social media influencer and model, arrived at the home to talk with investigators and seemed inconsolable. According to reports, their son Prince is under the court-ordered custody of Melanie's mother. But Aaron Carter revealed recently that he had entered rehab for a 5th time, seeking to regain custody of Prince. It's the tragic death of a young performer, and now family, friends, and fans around the world are suffering the loss. Singer, rapper, actor Aaron Carter is dead at the age of 34.
He was a good person. He had his demons, as we all do, I just wish he had another chance to defeat those demons, I'll say.
Very painful. Very, very painful. I talked to him 2 weeks ago. He was at the dentist and he FaceTimed me. I said, "Come over." And I said, I have work to do. I wish I could have just go see him at least one more time.
LA County firefighters say they received a call about a drowning. The LA County Sheriff's Department says a house sitter called 911 around 11 a.m. Saturday to report a man unresponsive in his bathtub. It was Carter.
Aaron told me in 2011, "I love being a performer and entertaining, and when I can't do that, my world is in shambles. It doesn't work for me."
Nick writing in a social media post Sunday, "My heart is broken. Even though my brother and I had a complicated relationship, my love for him has never ever faded. Addiction and mental illness is the real villain here. I love you, Chiz." Aaron had a meteoric rise to fame. He was 9 years old when he first performed on stage, and by 13, he was a hit recording artist. His most popular album, Aaron Carter.
Tough thing because I'm a drug addict. So I'm a drug addict in recovery. You might not look at me smoking weed as being sober, but
Hollywood is ablaze with rumors that, given Diddy's recent arrest, the FBI may be re-examining Aaron Carter's case. The timing has raised further questions about the pop star's unexplained demise and sparked conspiracy theories. The official narrative, which was previously attributed to drug use and mental health issues, is currently being questioned. There is a lot more to this tragedy than the public was informed, according to new accusations.
Carter's cause of death is revealed. According to online records obtained by E! News, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner Coroner determines that the singer died in November due to drowning. Secondary causes were listed as the effects of alprazolam, which is sold under the brand Xanax, and difluoroethane, a compressed gas. His death was ruled an accident. TMZ says that the full coroner's report states Aaron became, quote, incapacitated while in the bathtub due to the effects of substances and drowned. On November 5th, the singer's rep confirmed his passing to E! News in a statement, saying it is with deepest regret to report Aaron Carter was found unresponsive this AM in his home in Palmdale, California. That same day, the LA Sheriff's Department told E! News in a press release that deputies responded to a 911 call from a residence at approximately 11 a.m. According to the release, the informant on the call, a house sitter, stated she found a male unresponsive in the bathtub.
Friends and family try to intervene at all, especially near the end?
I don't think so.
Why not?
To be honest, when I got there, the day the incident happened, there was no friends who was there. I was really surprised. It was just me and Melanie families, a few people. But people I used to see him every day in his house, on his FaceTime, nobody was there. That's why it's kind of concerning me. What happened? What was going on the day before? We need to find out. I mean, not me, but the police will find out. But there is something that just...
What do you think happened?
I personally think he was on medication and he fallen asleep in a bathtub, and that's what happened. That's what I personally think, but we don't know until we find out.
Aaron Carter, who became famous at the age of 7 and lived the dream, appeared to be the epitome of success. Behind the scenes, however, was a more sinister reality. He was open about his struggles with mental health and the trauma associated with his early interactions with influential Hollywood figures. Many now think that Diddy's description of his background as a living hell may have been a covert warning, perhaps directed at Diddy himself.
Carter begged for help in front of the world. He begged for financial support to help get him a private security team to keep him alive. He said on numerous occasions, if anything happens to me, I promise you, I am not vital. And no one said anything. Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the way that I look. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts so bad because there's nothing I can do about it. I take Xanadu for high blood pressure medication, and I took Anna-3 for my... How would you feel every 2 seconds seeing a tweet? You go, oh, look at this and let, oh, I'm liberty. What I need is people to understand that I'm human and I make mistakes just like every other human in this world.
Aaron Carter's cause of death has been revealed 5 months after his sudden passing. Carter was found dead on November 5th last year in a bathtub at his home in Lancaster, California. He was only 34 years old.
This is when things become even more disturbing. Rumor has it that Diddy had a similar bond with Aaron Carter long before he was linked to a young Justin Bieber. Despite their early rise to stardom, their journeys took different turns. Aaron might not have escaped the same hold, but Justin reportedly managed to break away, scars and all, and the consequences might have been lethal. For years, Aaron's silent resentment of Justin was the subject of discussions, which fueled theories that the two celebrities had a sinister secret regarding Diddy that the world was unaware of. Aaron's death was attributed to drugs in official reports, but was that the simple solution? Many now think Aaron's death might have been more of a cover-up than a coincidence in a town that has a reputation for hiding the truth behind personal tragedies. Drop your comments below and subscribe to our channel.